Folks, welcome back. I have your latest home prices and insights for York Region for week ending August the 3rd, 2022. Let's talk about the market and let's talk about what's happening on the ground right now. We work with buyers and sellers every day. Let me give you some real life experience, and some of these are going to be things happening that you're probably not aware of. Well, we all know prices are coming down. We see it. You see it in my charts. You see it in the whatever kind of media you listen to, all the headlines. Let's explain that. Well, interest rates have gone up and probably continuing to go up more. That has a direct relation to the buyer's buying power. And because that buying power has come down due to interest rates going up, prices are coming down. I know that's a simplified explanation of what's happening, but it doesn't make it any less true. There are some opposing forces to that could have an opposing effect on prices. And I know some of you are going to, kind of wonder what's he talking about. But let me tell you what's happening with the buyers we're working with. Once we go out the first time and we see the initial 3, 4, 5 properties in the area they want to buy in, it's hard to go out relatively soon after the first time we go out and see another 3 or 4 properties. It's hard. It's difficult because they're just not there. Maybe in a few days or a week we could see 1 or 2 more, but we can't continuously go out and see 3, 4, 5 houses. They're just not coming onto the market. So scarcity really is a thing, and it's an opposing force against prices coming down. When we go through the charts, you're going to see active listings is coming down across the board. And active listings coming down on its own is not that big of a deal if sales are coming down. But if sales taper off, and they're pretty low now, but if sales taper off and active listings continues to come down, scarcity is going to be a thing again, supply and demand. With buyers we're working with, 3 quick stories. We put an offer on a property and all of a sudden there were 5 other offers. Where'd they come from? I don't know. There was no offer date on this property, but all of a sudden we're competing with 5 other offers. There was another property where they did have an offer date. There were 8 offers on that property. And after 8 offers, the seller chose, he's not happy with any of those numbers, and chose to not sell the house and relisted it at a different price. Can you imagine? You get 8 offers in this market and you're not good enough, you're not happy? Another situation, we were getting ready to put in an offer and the seller decided to take their property off the market. These are all things that are happening on the ground that nobody really is talking about. Scarcity is a thing, and with more and more sellers, as we've seen, a lot of the panic sellers are out of the way now. Sellers coming onto the market are coming on to sell first, and if they're not getting their number, a lot of them are coming off the market. And buyers are now starting to feel some of the pressure of, there's nothing to choose from. I thought there was lots of inventory. There isn't. Once you see the initial small crop that's available, there's not that many more coming on the market. So look, scarcity right now, it's kind of just brewing. It's not a big factor right now, but it could be something that could manifest itself into being a bigger situation later, being an opposing force to prices coming down. Wanted to share that with you. If you think this video can help somebody please pass it along. Let's get into the numbers. If you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, selling, buying, it's really simple. Below this video in the description is a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you. This way I'll know ahead of time. I'll make sure my schedule's organized so we could speak about whatever's on your mind. And if you're looking to live in an upscale gated community on one of the top golf courses in Canada, you should check out our newest listing at the end of this video. Let me show you what I've got set up here today. Before we get into the regular slides that I show, what I've put together here is a slide that, well, this is for all of York Region, for detached properties only, broken down by month. So the last full month we have is July 2020, and it goes all the way back to February 2019. And the highlighted in black is every July going back, so all the way to July 2018. Well, let's look at this for a second here. So for July 2022, we sold, or York Region sold 443 detached properties. That's extremely low. If you kind of look back, I mean, sales, one time we were at 1,700. We're now at 443 detached properties being sold in a whole month. Extremely low. The average sold price for this July was $1,581,000. And the reason I'm putting this chart up this way is that a lot of you keep talking about, can't wait to see prices go back to pre-health crisis or 2019, 2018 prices. Well, let's look at that real quick here. I've got the arrow set up basically comparing to the current average sold price. And if we go back, say, to 2020, average sold price in 2020 was $1,295,000. And remember, right now we're at 1,581. It was 1,295. Well, average sold price, if we look this way, is actually, we're up now 22.1% from the July 2020 price. If we go back to July 2019 prices, the current average price is 41.6% higher. Well, what's it going to take to go the other way? Well, if we look at the arrow going this way, if we drop another 18% from where we are now, we'll get to July 2020 prices. Is there room to drop another 18%? Remember, we've just come down from the high 1.9s at the beginning of the year to where we're now at 1,581. So another 18% drop would take us to July 2020 prices. To get to July 2019 prices, we have to come down another 29.4%. 29.4% to get to July 2019 prices. Is there room for that? You let me know in the comments below. Let me show you another slide here. Still, same idea, broken down by month. The current average sold price is 1% lower than what it was last year at this time, or last year, July. See the gap here? January, it's been coming down. January, February, March, the gap between last year's average sold price is getting lower. And for all of York Region, for detached properties, months of inventory has been climbing steadily over the course of the year. It's now at 3.6 months of inventory. That's all of York Region. Let's get into our regular program. Here we have for Vaughan, let's take a real close look at Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and Markham. So Vaughan, detached properties only, broken down by week this time. This is the slides you're used to seeing here. We sold 24 detached properties across Vaughan. 4 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price has come way down to $1,569,000. Huge decline from where we were at $2.3 million as an average sold price. Well, $1,569,000 is 10% lower than last year's average sold price. Median price is 7% lower than last year's median price. Median price now is $1,453,000. Sales, 41% fewer sales year to date this year versus last year. 41% fewer sales. This is just for Vaughan. And 13% fewer listings in Vaughan. Months of inventory is sitting at 3.1 months of inventory. Average days on market shot up to 27 days on market. Here's Richmond Hill. 19 detached properties were sold. 5 of those were at $2 million or more, which was a big jump from the previous week. We only sold 2 properties at $2 million or more. This week we've got 5, 19 in total were sold. Average sold price jumped up to $1,883,000. As you know, with sales being this slow, price fluctuates quite a bit, just how averages work. But if we look at the trend, we can see prices coming down. $1,883,000 is 5% higher than where the average sold price was a year ago. Median price is also 5% higher. Median price is $1,760,000. Sales year to date were 40% fewer sales this year versus sales last year, and 20% fewer listings. The scarcity, you know, there's a lot less listings. And I didn't show it for Vaughan. I kind of skipped past it, but active listings for Richmond Hill is coming down. They're also coming down for Vaughan. Months of inventory for Richmond Hill is sitting at 2.8. We've been in the balanced market territory for a while in Richmond Hill. The reason this has come down is because 1 week we had a slight bump in sales. I imagine it's going to go back up. Markham, 21 detached properties were sold. 5 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price is $1,760,000. You can see the decline there. $1,760,000 is 8% higher than last year's average sold price, and median price is 7% lower than where the median price was last year. Median price is $1,620,000. Sales year to date, 49% fewer sales this year versus last year. It's half, 50%. You know, that's a huge difference in sales. Listings, 26% fewer listings. Excuse me. Active listings, there's not a ton of properties available for sale. This is just for the Markham area, but active listings are coming down. So if sales stay the same, they're low now, but if they stay the same and active listings, the properties available for sale keep dropping, scarcity is going to be a thing, and there's just not going to be a lot of choices for those buyers that want to buy. Months of inventory has come down to 2.1, and 16 is the average days on market. York Region condo, so this is for all of York Region. 29 condos were sold. It's been a few weeks now since any condos sold in York Region at over $1 million, but 29 were sold. Average sold price bumped up a little bit to $667,000. We were before at our peak in the mid 800,000. We are now at 667,000, 6% higher than last year's average sold price. Median price is also 6% higher than last year's median price. Median price is sitting at $644,000. Year-to-date sales, 30% fewer condo sales this year versus last year, and 7% more listings. Now, active listings here has also been over the last few weeks been coming down, but it has been pretty steady. Condo market is not behaving the same way as the detached market is. Months of inventory is sitting at 4.3, and 23 is the average days on market. Here's a quick summary of months of inventory. Week by week, it either goes up or it goes down, but generally speaking, it's been climbing, and that puts us more in a balanced market. And this is what we're seeing happening there. The forces that are out there are shifting. Buyers are kind of getting used to the new interest rates. Sellers are kind of understanding this is where my home has to be priced. And the panic sellers, a lot of them are out of the way. You know, the market is starting to settle down. We just need the government to slow down what they're doing also. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Here's your chance to be one of the fortunate ones and live at this exclusive and upscale gated community at the Beacon Hall Golf Club in Aurora. Now, the Beacon Hall Golf Club, if you love golf, you'll probably know it ranks amongst the best in Canada. The home I'm introducing you to, 650 Brush Grove, backs onto the 7th fairway. Come, let me show you the inside. Oh, by the way, this garage, that fits 2 cars. This part of the garage, that's for your golf cart. Come on in. To say that this home has been fully modernized and renovated would be an understatement. Everything you see is new, even what you don't see. New electrical, new plumbing, new mechanicals. I would even say the home now is better than new. Why don't we start with this massive living room with over 10-foot ceilings? Here's one of my favorite rooms, the principal bedroom. Have a look. And just behind these pocket doors, your own Hollywood-style dressing room.